What's up guys, Matt here back with another video. Happy New Year, it is so good to be in 2023 with you all in this Mario Kart Tour community. As you know, every single tour, what I love to do is like to take a look at what's new, what's hot, and what's at the top in Mario Kart Tour. That's right, we're going to be doing some data analysis, taking a look at some starting coverage, and you know how we do, we geek out over the items that we like. I know for me, this tour has meant that there's been all sorts of gliders that are new in the game, and I'm really looking at what one's going to be the new best investment for my account. So I'm really keen to dive into that tonight especially. We will take a look at that. Let me know in the comments down below, what are the items you're investing into and that you're most interested in this tour? And hopefully I can cover some of them tonight, which should help you make some investment decisions. So first up, make sure to hit the likes button, make sure to subscribe, let's get started and go on to the video. All right, so first up, you'll see over on Discord that what Flo has been doing each tour is sharing his personal list of the winners and losers in the game when it comes to buffs, when it comes to coverage and that kind of thing. I think this is a really cool thing to do. Flo has a great mind for this stuff. Definitely a little better than me, but I try to kind of condense it down and make this simple for everyone to understand. So what we're really looking at is we're looking at the value of the different buffs that come into the game. And when we look at what has come about, there's a lot of questions like, for example, is Larry Wintertime going to get a bad start in both of his first tours, or is he going to get somewhat of a leg up in this second tour? So let's go ahead and take a look at what Flo's recommendations were. First up, when it comes to the winners and losers, a caveat needs to be said that this is totally personal opinion, this is anecdotal, however, I hope that you find it useful like I do. So first up, Larry Wintertime, as mentioned, he got 2 ranked appearances, including a unique Coinbacks track, which is the Baby Park RT. I know for me, I've already taken to level 6 and 980 this tour because of the tracks he got last tour and this tour. I just feel like he's going to be a bit of a ranked champ, but I also didn't want to take him to, level 7 and double cap him or triple cap him or something like that. So I felt like level 6 and a single cap was okay. The thing is, this tour we've got a lot of new-ish coin boxes in ranked, like Ty Daisy, like question mark block me. I know they're not new, but these are ones I haven't invested in personally. And then we've got, of course, Larry Wintertime. So I actually have 3 drivers to look at investing into this tour. Spoiler alert, Daisy Tie Dress is probably going to be going to level 7 and double cap next week as well. So pretty huge to be investing into 2 drivers in one ranked week. But that's for me, my account. Let me know what you're doing in the comments below. I really did want to invest into question mark block, but it didn't really kind of work out. Coming back to Larry Wintertime, he looks like he's going to be really good, having that starting value. I really hope he gets some great value in ranked and that he really starts to carry my ranked in the coming weeks. All right, next up, we've got the Miis. So they're everywhere in ranked. There's no base point limit or removal of the first track per cup boost in sight. And additionally, we've got that crazy discount in the shop. I know for me, there's heaps of Miis in there that I hadn't bought. So I ended up actually buying 2, which took, all of the ones that were available then were purchased, which is great. But the Miis are pretty hard to ignore at this point. A lot of people I can see investing into that Chain Shop Mii, which I'm using on my free-to-play account, but only at level 1. Still can't kind of justify that. I don't have the tickets on my free-to-play, but yeah, the Miis are looking really promising. And then we've got Mario King. Unfortunately, this is on the loser list without any ranked appearance and without noteworthy buff. Quite disappointing. I do have to say I agree with that. Then White Tanuki Mario, I hadn't even noticed in my tour reaction, but he didn't actually get any good buff this time and there's no ranked appearance. So I wasn't probably surprised or disappointed by that because he's already had some great appearances. But is this a break or is the end of his streak? Well, we'll have to find out next week when the new tour comes out. Could be a themed tour, we'll have to see what happens with his coverage as he goes on. Next up, we've got the Karts. So the Streetle, 2 ranked appearances, which means 2 new buffs with a bigger hitbox that could already be number 1 in the rankings. This is insane, guys, to think that Streetle that a lot of people aren't really talking about, it's already massive coverage. We get very excited in the meta world when we're talking about carts, when we talk about large ones, and we kind of ignore the coverage of the smaller ones, which I can completely understand. I'm heavily invested in Coinbox too, so it doesn't really make a sense to invest into these smaller ones. But the Streetle, really interesting. If hitbox isn't a bigger thing for you, or if you're really into things outside of Coinbox, then Streetle could totally make sense for you. And we'll take a look at its coverage tonight as well. Yellow Off-Roader, we talk about it every single tour, don't we? But it got 2 brand new courses, 2 brand new buffs, and both are in ranked as well. Is it, you know, it's best card of 2022, right? Best card, and it's still getting buffs in the 2023, you know, the New Year's tour. So we'll have to see what happens. Is this the end? We've asked that question so many times at this point. So yeah, there it is. Cax B, another tour without ranked appearance, and its single buff is also underwhelming. Yeah, really disappointed, as I covered in my tour reaction, to see that Cax B was only an overlap with Yellow Off-Roader. Like, that hurts. It's not in ranked. It's not a course that you necessarily want because you're probably using Yellow Off-Roader anyway. So really disappointed in that. Then Orange Turbo Yoshi could be interesting, but unfortunately it only collects really old tracks with already lots of super options. So that's really disappointing. You really hope the Orange Turbo Yoshi gets a couple of tracks where it can actually be useful. Right now, really nothing there. Then the gliders, Autumn Leaves, 3 nice buffs. 2 of them are quite new tracks, starts getting relevant. So this is the tour where I was going, is Autumn Leaves going to be any good or not? It came out after autumn kind of finished, and a lot of people were questioning whether it was going to be useful. Now, I will say to all of my American friends, hey, autumn is just around the corner in the southern hemisphere, so this thing could get a whole bunch of buffs leading into Easter. Easter over here is very much an autumn time as opposed to spring. And so, yeah, the Autumn Leaves could get much better, and you can see some of those buffs that it's starting to get now really put it on the table. It's got something there to start with. Calico Toe Beam Balloons, basically the same thing you can see with gliders. You kind of need 3 or 4 tours before you can really start to see if a glider is going to have good buffs or not. Then it starts to get like some of the meat and potatoes of its value. So 2 ranked appearances, very strong start, 1 to keep an eye on. That is fantastic for both of those gliders there. Then in terms of the Black Starchute, I picked it again because it really needs a ranked appearance or at least multiple buffs since weeks. Yeah, really disappointing. I'm hoping the Black Starchute can turn out better, but Flo advised me based on my ticket time rankings and based on, you know, just discussion, that to not take the Black Starchute to 7 or 8. It just didn't have enough value yet, and right now it's going to be one of those ones that just sits at 6 and double capped for now for me until it can get some better value. Instead, I've spent all the tickets I planned on spending on the Black Starchute on the 8-bit 1-up, which is now 8 and quad capped, which is insane. It's my only glider that's level 8 and quad capped. I did not expect to do that, but it's just so good. And of course, again, it got a ranked appearance, which is fantastic. Then the Secret Scroll, no buff this tour. That's really underwhelming. So basically, there's 200 and something buffs this tour. I think was mentioned on the rundown if you watch that as well. Huge amount of buffs this tour, right? So you have to make sure that you get buffs in a tour with so many other items getting buffs. So the Secret Scroll, a bit disappointing. It was starting to look really strong, but remember, it came out in the tour with the 8-bit 1-up, and the Piranha Plant Balloons came out as well. So it needs to compete against some really meta gliders, and right now it's just not looking as strong as those ones. Alright, so there is the winners and losers list. Massive thank you to Flo for everything that you do. Thank you for this list, thank you for the analysis, thank you for Ticket Time. For those who don't know or haven't used Ticket Time before, it is a system which computes everything that you need for your own account in order to figure out what is the best thing for your ranking. So instead of spending hours going through BAM and GURBS trying to figure out filtering and mucking around like I love to do sometimes, it just runs it for you. So you literally plug in your inventory using the same BGR thing, export that, import it into Ticket Time, and it will spit it out. And the best part is you can also break down your loadouts and see what are the items gaining value. So if you haven't tried Ticket Time, make sure to click the link in the description down below, check it out. Also, a massive thanks to Larry98 for all that you do with the data spreadsheets. I'm going to jump over to Larry's spreadsheet now, and we're going to start to take a look at the brand new items, followed by what's gaining value, what's hot in Mario Kart Tour, and then we're going to finish up with looking at the top 10. Let's go. Alright, so let's take a look at Green Toad Pit Crew. He starts out at number 85 in the Ticket Time rankings, and he has 4 retro courses, no nitros. Obviously we've got no nitros this tour, so he starts out with Cheap Lagoon RT, Piranha Plant Slide RT, Donut Plains 3 RT, and Ghost Valley 2 RT. All of them have a kind of plus skill on it, including Giant Banana. 3 of them are coin box already, which makes it a pretty tough start for Green Toad Pit Crew. Not a lot of interest to his starting value. He does have 2 overlaps with Dolphin Me Racing Suit, 2 with the Black Me Racing Suit, and 2 with PD Piranha Gold, which is probably the most notable thing there. So I would say Green Toad Pit Crew, he's not a must, but of course he's a great collector's item, so I'd recommend go after ranked, see if you can pick him up. Don't invest in him yet or until you need him in ranked. But of course, it's super tickets, right? So it's not the same level as what we look at with high ends. All right, that's Green Toad Pit Crew. Pretty straightforward. Let's move on now to the Black Me Racing Suit. So you can see with the Black Me Racing Suit, it is number 64 on the ticket time rankings. It starts out with 6 retro courses there. 4 of those are boosted. 1 is a ranked cup. So it's great seeing some ranked usage. And yeah, it's you can see the Miis kind of sit slightly above the supers in terms of the top shelf that they get. But not quite as high as, say, a normal driver, a normal high-end driver. So yeah, he starts out with Piranha Plant Slide RT, Shy Guy Bazaar RT, Waluigi Pinball RT, Boo Lake RT, Baby Park RT, and Ghost Valley 2 RT. Some okay coverage. Unfortunately, every single course is a plus skill course. Every single course has coin box on it already. When we look at his coverage, he has 3 overlaps with PD Piranha, 2 with Larry Wintertime there, and then he's got 2 with a whole bunch of other ones, but those are the most notable ones, being that coin box and that plus skill there. So Black Me Racing Suit, yeah, it's okay value. We'll see how it turns out. All right, now let's go ahead and move into our new cards. And first up, we've got the Wild Gold. So unfortunately for the Wild Gold, it starts out at number 150 on the ticket time rankings, which is a pretty bad start, to be honest. It has the 8 retro courses there, and at level 1, it has 1 ranked cup appearance. At level 8, it has 2 ranked cup appearance this tour, and it starts out with Daisy Hills RT, Piranha Plant Slide RT, Toad Circuit RT, Bowser's Castle 1 RT, Sky Garden RT, which is that level 8 unlock, unfortunately, Calamari Desert RT, Rainbow Road 1 RT, and Mario Circuit 1 RT. So yeah, really not the greatest. It does have those 2 ranked appearances, but with one of those being at level 8, it kind of makes it disappointing. In terms of its overlaps, it has 4 with the Pink Dozer, 3 with the Clanky Cart, and then 2 with a bunch there. A lot of old carts, unfortunately, you can see on this list, which is not a good sign. All of those old RTs returning. It's kind of funny to see a new cart seeming to get a lot of those. Hey, it might be nice for you if you're going for ACR. I know that Skogland in our server, he is going after ACR this tour, so good luck to you, man, in ACR, and I hope the Wild Gold gets some great buffs to really recover some of that starting value. All right, cool, so let's move on to the other new cart, which is the Purple Dozer. So in contrast to the Wild Gold, the Purple Dozer starts out at 81st place with its 8 retro courses. At level 1, it's got 1 ranked cup appearance there, which is that Cheap Island RT, ranked week 2. It also has Piranha Plant Slide RT, which is a level 6 unlock, which is ranked week 2 as well. So it could be a really nice one. If you unlocked it like I did just now in my ranked results, which I'm really stoked on, could be a nice cart to look at. It does have good coin box overlap, which you can see in its starting value, which is very good for coin boxing. It has Shy Guy Bazaar RT, DK Pass RT, Waluigi Pinball RT, Boo Lake RT, Ghost Valley 2 RT, and Cooper Cape RT. So, and that one is that level 8 unlock. So, and that is also a overlap with the Yellow Off-Roader too. Sorry, the Moo Off-Roader rather. So yeah, some good starting value, I would say, if you haven't invested into a cart recently. Some good to see some of those new courses, as well as a mixture of some old courses, which could be useful for you as well. I know if you see a Toad Circuit buff, which the Moo Off-Roader actually got, that's a good one for me, because the card I was using was the Green Kitty cart, which was level 8 and triple quad capped as a normal, but unfortunately it's a very small cart. So you know, if you see some of these old courses come back, it's nice to get a hitbox upgrade. So maybe take a look at the courses you're using or the carts you're using on courses like Waluigi Pinball RT, things like that, to see if it's worth your while. It does have 3 overlaps with the Ribbon Rider, 2 with the Black Dozer, 2 with the Pink Dozer, 2 with the Glam Bruiser, the Swift Jack, Gold Bullet Blaster, Holiday Speeder, so on and so forth. So not a heck of a lot of big carts in there, but it does have a lot of overlaps with some of these newer carts. So if you invested in some of these other ones, like, you know, the Black Dozer, or some of the newer ones like the Holiday Speeder or Flaming Speeder or Gold Trickster, Red Vampire Flyer, perhaps this one isn't going to make sense for you to go after. All right, that's the Purple Dozer. So now let's move into these gliders. I'm really excited to take a look at these new ones and have a think about what's the best one for your account. And I'm thinking at the same time, what's the best one for my account? I'm thinking I might go in on this yellow hard hat balloon. We'll have to see. I've definitely got some courses I do need to cover. I'm really not sure about this gold hard hat balloon though. So let's take a look at that one first. Because it's a paywalled item, there is definitely something coming with this one. Who knows what it's going to be? It could be extremely valuable. All right, let's take a look. All right, so the gold hard hat balloon started out at number 86 in the ticket time rankings with 8 retro courses. It has Piranha Plant Slide RT, Rainbow Road RT, Boo Lake RT, Bowser's Castle 1 RT, Baby Park RT, Calamari Desert RT, Ghost Valley 2 RT, and Mario Circuit 1 RT. So it doesn't really sound, when you hear those courses, like one that's somehow special or has unique value that no other kind of glider does, which is kind of, I feel like it could be a bit of a trick, because they could give it, after this tour, they could give it every best course possible over all of these other hard hats. And that's the problem when they paywall something like this. We don't pick it up because it's harder to obtain, and then they go and buff it because less people obtained it. So it makes it really tough to know what it is. We have to keep an eye on it, and I will be covering it in future episodes. But for now, I don't necessarily recommend investing into this unless it really, really is good for you. You know, if it gives you Boo Lake RT, Baby Park RT, maybe, I don't know, Piranha Plant Slide RT and Ghost Valley 2 RT. Maybe if it gives you 4 courses like that, it could be useful. It does have those 2 ranked appearances, but I do not recommend taking it to level 8 for Baby Park RT right now. So it makes it really tough for those who want to have it, but, you know, gonna spend the money and then you still can't use it in ranked, which is a bit of a pain in the butt, right? But that's what it is. We have to keep an eye on this one. I'm really not sure what I'm going to do yet, but this is one that I've been kind of umming and ahhing about all week. All right, now let's go and look at the yellow hard hat balloon in contrast. Okay, so where the yellow hard hat differs is it's not Coin Plus like the gold hard hat, it has the Mega Mushroom Plus. Both of these are good skills. This one is great for coin boxing, it doesn't interfere. Now this glider starts out slightly better than the gold hard hat at place number 81 in the ticket time rankings with its 8 retro courses. And it does have 2 ranked appearances at level 1, which is a lot more friendly for most players. Looking at its coverage, it has Daisy Hills RT, Shy Guy Bazaar RT, Bowser's Castle 3 RT, Cheap Cheap Island RT, Sky Garden RT, Donut Plains 3 RT, Ghost Valley 2 RT, and Mario Circuit 1 RT. So some nice ones there. One of its ranked appearances, Bowser's Castle 3 RT, is a level 8 unlock. That's the one I really needed a glider for. So again, it's a bit of a pain when that extra cup appearance where you really need that coverage, you can't do it unless you take it level 8, and it's just a total gamble, guys. Looking at its overlaps, it has 3 with the Autumn Leaves, 3 with the Fuzzy Kite, 3 with the New Year's 23 rather, the 3 with the Silver Candlelight Flight, and then 2 with a bunch of other ones there. So you can see there's a thing going on here where these new gliders have a lot of overlaps, Autumn Leaves, Fuzzy Kite, New Year's, even Silver Candlelight Flight. These ones are overlapping quite a bit, so you kind of need to pick one in this generation of gliders. I wouldn't recommend going in on 2 of these. Is this the one you should go in on? It's so hard to say, right? So this might be the one, but then again, the coverage could be even clearer, even better next tour. It really depends on which courses come back and how different they are than the gliders from last tour. Okay, so that's the yellow hard hat balloon. Now let's look at another option, which is the fuzzy kite. So this one is better again at number 74 on the ticket time rankings. Again, with its 8 courses, it has Shy Guy Bazaar RT, Waluigi Pinball RT, Bowser's Castle 1 RT, Cheap Cheap Island RT, Baby Park RT, Calamari Desert RT, Ghost Valley 2 RT, and Cooper Cape RT. That again is that level 8 unlock. So again with this one, it doesn't sound crazy amazing. You know, Cheap Cheap Island RT would have been a useful one, but unfortunately it's at level 6. The Baby Park RT is good though, so if you did take this one straight to level 6 in week 2, it's going to be great in terms of having both of those ranked courses covered, which is really good. And you can kind of just forget about Cooper Cape RT. It's an overlap with the 8-bit 1-up mushroom anyway, so if you invested there, you don't need this glider for that one course. And then looking at its overlaps, it has 4 with the New Year's 2023, 4 with the gold hard hat balloon, 3 with the yellow hard hat balloon, and then 2 with a bunch there that you can see on the list. Okay, cool. So that's the fuzzy kite. We've got one more, guys. Which one are you going to choose? Okay, so this is the New Year's 2023. It starts out at number 69 on the ticket time rankings. This is the highest placement for any of the new gliders. This one is got 9 retros, which is very nice there, including 1 battle track, which is very, very nice. Then it's got, so it's got Cookie Land, Piranha Plant Slide RT, Rainbow Road RT, Shy Guy Bazaar RT, Boo Lake RT, Sky Garden RT, which is the level 8 unlock, Calamari Desert RT, Mario Circuit RT, and then Cooper Cape RT. So again, some very nice coverage. Of course, people are, in the same way that they're suspicious of how good the gold hard hat balloon could become, they are suspicious of how bad this one could end up because it's a commemorative one. Now, typically the New Year's gliders do get their value, not anywhere near the value of some other gliders. So the gold hard hat will probably easily eclipse this one here based on how it gets buffed. This one here will kind of get buffs for the next couple of months, and then it will kind of peter off and not really appear again apart from special occasions and the end of the year or next New Year's tour. So yeah, it's tough. Like, it's almost like they're giving this one all the starting value, but then the gold hard hat balloon will probably get some more later value. You can see with the overlaps, it's got 5 overlaps with the gold hard hat balloon, 4 with the fuzzy kite, 4 with the firework parachute, 3 with the New Year's kite, 3 with the yellow hard hat balloon, and then 2 with a bunch of other ones there. So New Year's 2023, I mean, it's commemorative, so you can buy it 3 times, which is really nice. It's tough, guys. Like, if you're not investing in any of these items, it might make sense to purchase this one once, pick up the yellow hard hat balloon, and buy that gold premium challenges, and then call it a day. That might be the high expense thing to do, but like, if you think back to the Sky Tour that we had last year, or yeah, it was last year now, we didn't know at the time which glider was going to be really good. The Sky High Flyer got some really good buffs. That's that kind of plain looking one, and it's looked really nice for a start, and I was going to start investing into it, and then it really tapered off. And then of course the record setter, people thought it was going to be the best glider ever. There was the drama over the second level 8 unlock, which was an accident by the developers, and then that really petered off, and the Wonderful Wings had an insane year and became basically the glider of the year this year. And so if we look back, it didn't make sense to get into the Sky High Flyer or the record setter because the Wonderful Wings replaced most of the courses on all of them, being that they're all flying themed and they all tended to get really similar buffs. That seemed to be the one that really did well. So I think this could be a similar way to do it if you think back to what you did then. For me, I've got the record setter sitting at level 1 on my free-to-play. I've got the Sky High Flyer sitting at level 1 on my free-to-play, and I've got the Wonderful Wings, which of course on my free-to-play is leveled up to a high level. So maybe that's a recommendation. I know it sounds pretty strange, but based on the starting value, I would probably recommend the yellow hard hat. It fits into a really nice niche with my account where it is really nice and you don't have to spend any money to get it, unlike the New Year's 2023 or the gold hard hat balloon. So that's my analysis of the gliders, that's the new items. Let's go ahead now and take a look at what's hot, what's gaining value in the ticket time rankings. And I've hand selected a few items I thought could be really interesting to look at tonight. Let's start with the drivers. And firstly, we're going to take a look at Larry Wintertime. Okay, so Larry Wintertime is at number 34 in the ticket time rankings. He jumped up a massive 12 positions, so really strong start. Already he's got 9 retro courses, 4 nitro courses, and then he got Piranha Plant Slide RT, which is a ranked week 2 appearance, and Baby Park RT, which again is a ranked appearance. So 2 really nice courses. He did get an overlap with the Piranha Plant Slide RT with PD Piranha Gold, so now he's at 2 overlaps with PD Piranha Gold there. He has 4 with Rosalina Halloween, as we've covered before. You see a lot of kind of ice themes, some Lucky 7, not a lot of coin box. He does have 2 with the question mark block Me Racing suit, but Larry Wintertime looking pretty nice so far. We'll have to keep an eye on his value. I know for me, I took him, like I mentioned earlier, to level 6, 980. We'll see as this course starts to, pick up how nice that is. I think for me, the Snowland level 8 is probably not going to be an option, but certainly the Snowland T, it was worth it to level up there. And then of course now he's got Baby Park RT. So he's got at least 2 exclusive coin box courses for me right now. Both have been appeared in, the first one appeared in ranked, one appeared last tour, and it could easily appear in ranked again in the coming tours. We'll see what happens. All right, now let's go ahead and look at the next one I want to take a look at, which is the Nabbit Me Racing suit. Alright, so the Nabbit Me Racing suit jumped up 6 places to number 18 in the ticket time rankings. Pretty high standing there. It picked up Baby Park RT and it picked up Calamari Desert RT as well. So 2 nice courses there. It might be a good alternative to Larry Wintertime that I just mentioned. Looking at his coverage there, remember this is just the top shells. By the way, if you use ticket time rankings, it does have a system that takes into account it's mid-shelf, and it gives it a smaller amount of value to kind of determine how often that me might appear on the top shelf due to a me boost. So that's how we've tackled this in ticket time rankings. It's difficult to tackle that problem because you don't know, you can't predict how often they will actually get that boost, but to give it a smaller boost to its value in the ticket time rankings has made sense. So when you look at your ticket time rankings, if a course appears, which is a mid-shelf, it's giving you some weighted gain, trying to figure out how often that would be. So that's why that might appear for you. Of course, Larry Sheet isn't going to show those mid-shelf buffs, but that's cool. Let's carry on. So Nabbit Me Racing Suit does have 5 overlaps with Mario Chef, 5 with Nabbit, 4 with Daisy Holiday Cheer. So for the Lucky 7, quite a bit of overlap there. It also has 6 with Shy Guy Pastry Chef, 6 with Tanuki Mario, if you're invested in those ones there, 3 with Mario Tuxedo, 3 with Dry Bones Gold, and 3 with Rosalina Swimwear. Looking further down the list, 2 with Miyaza, 2 with Kamek, 2 with Gold Me Racing Suit, 2 with PD Piranha Gold. And I think this is the thing that makes me less excited about the Miis. They do have massive amounts of overlap from my perspective, which is why I've never needed the Nabbit Me Racing Suit. And I think that's the difference with people who, maybe they're a whale, maybe they're just really into the me meta. Either way, they're getting into this not because they don't have that course already covered, but because they can justify leveling up the Nabbit Me Racing Suit instead of the ones that they already cover it to a higher level with a higher base points. So if you have the resources to justify that, go for it. That is awesome. Fill your boots, as we say. This Nabbit Me Racing Suit only has 25 courses left to see. So if you're umming and ahhing or you're on the fence, it may not get the value that you're looking for at this point, but it's got a pretty decent value there if you look at its coverage already. That's the Nabbit Me Racing Suit. Let's go ahead and look at another Me Racing Suit, which is gaining a lot of ranking in the ticket time rankings, and it also had a ranked appearance this tour. That's right, it is the question mark block Me Racing Suit. So the question mark block Me Racing Suit jumped up 1 position up to number 6 in the ticket time rankings. It has 22 retro courses and 7 nitro courses with 30 left to see. This tour it got Sky Garden RT and Rainbow Road 1 RT. Some nice coverage there. Of course, Rainbow Road, not a crazy good course because there's already a lot of coin box there. However, if it's a me with the improved base points, you're going to be picking this one every time you get a course with some overlap. So that's really good. Looking at its overlaps, it has 6 with Mario Satellaview, 5 with PD Piranha. Looking further down the list, 3 with Bowser Santa, 3 with Kamek, 3 with Daisy Tidress there, 3 with Yoshi Gold Egg, 3 with Mario King, 3 with Rosalina Swimwear, 2 with Gold Koopa Freerunning and Mario Hakama, 2 with Meowser, 2 with Dry Bones Gold. So a lot of Coinbox overlap there, but of course, as I mentioned, it has its value. That's the question mark Block Me Racing suit. I'm still keen to invest into it, but yeah, with some of those overlaps, it makes it quite tough. All right, so now let's go take a look at the karts. And the first kart we're going to look at is the Moo Moo Off-Roader. This one jumped up a massive 8 spots to number 20 in the ticket time rankings. It has 16 retro courses, only 1 nitro, very nice. It picked up Toad Circuit RT, as mentioned earlier. This is a hitbox upgrade for those using the green kitty kart there. And then it got Koopa Cape RT, which is of course a ranked appearance. Really good overlap there with Gold Me. Fantastic buff there. I'm so glad I'm investing into this kart, and yeah, so you're happy if you're getting it. It's just getting the right courses at the right time. It's got some really nice courses already. Look at how many new courses it already has, which is absolutely fantastic. Moo Moo Off-Roader, not more needs to be really said. It's gaining value. It could totally make sense to go in on. Of course, a little bit late if you're still considering it, but I would highly recommend taking this one at least to level 6. For me, I took it to level 7 and triple capped it this tour, which I don't do very often. I did it with the Cact B and regretted it. I did it with the Moo Moo, and I don't think I'm going to regret it this time. I'm already loving it. So there we go, Moo Moo Off-Roader. Now let's go ahead and take a look at another one that's gaining a lot of value right now. It's the Pink Speeder. We have a lot of great looking karts in this game. Not sure why Moo Moo and Pink Speeder need to be the ones that get the buffs, but I know there are those of you out there who think the Pink Speeder looks amazing, and the Moo Moo of course as well. So yeah, it is what it is. We'll go with the meta, and we'll go with the ones that give us the most coverage, of course. This one jumped up 10 places, guys, which is huge. So it's actually doing even better than some of these other items as well. So it's at number 12 in the ticket time rankings. It's got 13 courses, 4 nitros, Baby Park RT and SNES Donut Plains 3 RT, 2 great buffs there that it got, and one of those being in ranked week 2. So very, very nice. It does have 4 overlaps with the Moo Moo Off-Road, as we just mentioned. 5 with the Pink Sneaker, 4 with the White Bruiser, and 3 with a bunch there too. So it may not make sense to go on if you're invested into these other items, but with 180 courses to see, this one is going to get great value. This could be eventually the number 1 card in the game. It could absolutely break the top 5. I think it will break the top 10 next tour. Depends on its buffs, of course. But I think this one is a good theme. It can fit with a lot of different stuff. And Nintendo loves pink stuff. So we'll see how it goes. This one, I think, is going to be valuable. All right, now let's go ahead and take a look at some of the gliders. First up, we're going to take a look at one that's getting a lot of value right now. It's the gold cloud balloons. So this one has been a little under the radar, but this tour it actually jumped 14 places, and it's been moving through the rankings quite a bit recently with some good appearances and some good buffs as well. It is number 49 in the ticket time rankings right now. It has 11 retros and 13 nitros with 86 courses left to see. So I don't think it's going to cap out at the kind of heights that something like a Wonderful Wings will cap out at, but it is sneaky good. In this tour, it got Sky Garden RT, which is a ranked week 1 appearance there, which is really good. A lot of people who invested in the Wonderful Wings didn't invest in the record setter, which is one that was available in Sky Garden RT. So for a lot of people, they need to go in on this one or something like this for that Sky Garden course. It could make sense, guys. It's getting some really nice buffs if you take a look at this list. We'll have to see where its value kind of caps out at. What's really encouraging to see is on the most retro tracks overlap list, which of course it doesn't have that many retros yet, but it just doesn't have that much overlap, which is nice. So Cream Toe Beam Balloons, it's got 3, the Icy Mario's Moustache, Rose Parasol, Sunset Balloons, and then it's got 2 with the bunch there as well. So yeah, pretty nice. We'll see how this one turns out, but I think it's going to be quite meta. I definitely think it will be in the top 10 at some point, but it's going to take probably a couple months before it's in the top 10. Okay, now we're going to take a look at the autumn leaves. All right, so the Autumn Leaves has jumped up a massive 22 places to number 43 in the ticket time rankings. It has 14 retros and 2 nitros with 147 courses left to see. This tour it got 3 buffs, the Daisy Hills RT, Cheap Island RT, and Donut Plains 3 RT. 3 really nice buffs there. Daisy Hills maybe not so much being an older course. I think that's like a banana parafoil overlap there, which is a super that a lot of people have at a high level. And it's got Cheap Island RT, which is of course that ranked week 2 appearance. So that's really good. A lot of people don't have a glider for that one. I know I don't, so that's a really good buff there. Very, very nice. Looking at its overlaps, it has a lot of gliders that it overlaps 3 times with. Meteor Balloons, Silver Candlelight Flight, Sky High Flyer, Wonderful Wings, Calico Parafoil, Cat Parafoil, Cream Toe Beam Balloons, Red and Gold Umbrella, Glittering Parasol, Mint and Berry Balloons, and the Yellow Hard Hat Balloon. And then of course a big list of ones that it overlaps 2 times with. So unfortunately for me, the Autumn Leaves just has too much overlap, which is why I'm not really interested in it. It would have to be getting a lot more value, but I think this one could definitely get more value in the future, and this is a really good start for it now that it's got 3 decent buffs. If you're really into this glider and going after it, it might make sense now at this point. Okay, cool. All right, now we're going to do the Calico Toe Beam Balloons, which of course came from the Animal Tour as well. So it starts out at number 35 in the ticket time rankings. It jumped up 9 places this tour, and it has 14 courses, which are retros, 1 nitro course with 147 courses left to see. This is definitely one to watch. This tour it got Baby Park RT and Cooper Cape RT, both ranked appearances. Really, really nice buffs there. Very nice glider. It could be one that could be a bit of a ranked champ. It does have 4 overlaps with the 8-bit 1-up mushroom. Also 4 with the Candlelight Flight Cake, and then 3 with a whole bunch there as well. Yeah, so it's an interesting one. It's a bit of a mixed bag, but we'll have to see if it keeps getting buffed this way. It could be a really promising glider. Okay, and then lastly, we're going to take a look at the Icy Mario's Moustache. So the Icy Mario's Moustache jumped 9 places in the ticket time ranking to number 20. Very, very nice. And it is got 18 retro courses and 11 nitro courses there, with 64 courses left to see. So it's kind of in that midpoint in its value where it's going to tip one of 2 ways. Will this one enter the top 10? It's so hard to know, but it got a really nice ranked buff with a new course, Cooper Cape RT. So it got a right course, which helps it to keep gaining value. Now it does have 6 overlaps with the record setter, 5 with the polka dot manta, and then 4 with a whole bunch of there, which does include the Wonderful Wings and the Silver Surf Master and the Galaxy Glider. These are quite meta gliders as well, so keep a lookout for that one. I see Mario's Moustache, not as big a fan of the green shell skill, but hey, it's got some okay value. We'll see how it turns out. Let me know if you're invested in this one or not. Okay, cool. That's it for the items which are gaining value. Now let's take a look at the top 10 ticket time ranked items in the game. This is where we look at the items in ticket time, where we take a basic count, where we say let's level up everything from 0 to level 3 and a single cap at a baseline to get those level 3 unlocks, and take a look at which ones are the most valuable at that kind of level. And then we kind of take a look at which items show up at the top with the best value in appearance, in ACR, and in ranked. So let's jump over to ticket time and take a look at the drivers. Here we are over on ticket time, and number 10 we got Mario Samurai. He has 35 courses. He's lifted up 1 position into number 10 there, and he's looking pretty strong. Then we've got Rosalina Volendam. She has 37 courses, and she is again lifted up 1 place into number 9. Then we've got Yoshi Kangaroo in number 8. He has an insane 43 courses. Now, of course, these numbers do include the Nitro courses as well. How Ticket Time ranks this is it gives you a smaller amount of gain for the city courses based on their appearance, and the Nitro courses as well. And then of course retro courses get more value given to it, which raises their ranking higher. Yoshi Kangaroo held strong in place number 8. Then we had Petey Piranha Me Racing Suit, which did drop down 1 place to number 7. It gives you 18 courses. Then we've got Question Mark Block Me Racing Suit, which went up 1 place to number 6 with 28 courses. Charging Jack Gold Down 3 places, unfortunately. He didn't get the buffs that he kind of needed, didn't really get much of a showing in ranked this week, this tour, which was a bit disappointing to see. So he dropped down to number 5. He does have 29 courses, so it still means he's got good value. But of course, if you're a ranked player, maybe you're kind of a bit worried at this point and you're thinking that you're glad that you went in on PD Piranha Gold. Then we've got in 4th place PD Piranha, who dropped down from number 3 to number 4. He has 32 courses, which is very nice. That is the original PD Piranha. PD Piranha Gold isn't quite in the top 10 yet. We'll have to keep a watch on him. He might be here soon though. Then we've got number 3 Luigi Knight, who went up 2 places. Very, very nice with 28 courses, and of course that really great ranked appearance this tour. In number 2, Gold Me Racing Suit, up 2 places, very, very nice. 38 courses, insane driver, guys, insane, absolutely insane. I know that Miyaza won really the driver of the year when it comes to the community poll, but the Gold Me is absolutely going to have the lasting value over even Miyaza. Then we've got our number 1 driver in the game right now, no change, she's held her place steady. It is Daisy Tidress in number 33, and because of this and because of my personal rankings, I will be investing into her this coming week, which I'm really excited about. I've held off this long because I simply didn't need her for ranked or for my goals, for ACR, that kind of thing. But really excited to go in on her. She's got the ranked appearance, I'm hoping. And I just want to make a bit of a prediction here. I think that we've got a Bangkok tour coming around the corner. I'm going to say in the next 5 tours, we will have Bangkok. And leading into that, during that, and following that, we're going to have a lot of Daisy Tidress getting buffs, getting ranked appearances, showing up in ACR all the time. And I want to be on the tip top of that. So that's my prediction. Hold me to it. If it doesn't happen, all good. I'm not wearing traditional tie dress. Don't even comment down below. But absolutely, I do think that's going to happen. So watch the space. I have a sense that it's happening. It's kind of more of a hunch than anything else. But you can see with that ranked appearance, they've been holding off on putting her into the spotlight shop being a city driver, and I think if she starts to get ranked appearances, then they're going to have to put her into the spotlight shop, which will happen during that tour when Bangkok comes back. So we'll have to wait and see, but that is my prediction. Hold me to it. All right, Daisy Tidress, absolutely insane driver. Now we're going to go ahead and take a look at some of these to see what their value's kind of like, and then we'll switch over to the karts. So we've already taken a look at question mark block Me Racing Suit in number 6. I want us to look at one more driver, which is the Gold Me Racing Suit. So you can see with Gold Me, he's number 1 in Antilev's ranking, number 2 in the ticket time ranking, 25 courses that are retros, 14 courses that are nitros, 10 courses left to see, and then this tour he got that really important buff, Cooper Cape RT, ranked week 1 of course. Insane driver, guys. He has 6 overlaps with Yoshi Gold Egg, he has 6 with Peach Happy, 5 with Fire Rosalina, Luigi Vacation, Meowser, Tanuki Rosalina, Dry Bowser Gold, a whole bunch there. Nothing too concerning though when you consider all of those insane amount of courses there. 38 courses, really strong driver. I know for me, I've got him level 8 and quad cap, and I'm very happy that I have that. It made my ranked super easy this week, which was really good. So that's the Gold Me Racing Suit. Now let's switch over and take a look at the top 10 karts in the game right now. In number 10, we have the Strawberry Soft Swerve. It has jumped up 3 places to number 10, and it has 26 courses there at level 3. And then dropping down 6 places, the Magma Broom, and it's got 27 courses there in number 9. I think the Magma Broom is going to probably drop out now. It was quite popular around the Bowser Tour, around the Halloween kind of time, but I think its time's probably done now. A lot of people kind of over the brooms, so we'll see what happens there. But yeah, there it is, Magma Broom. Then the Red Vampire Flyer jumped up an insane 8 places to number 8 on the ticket time rankings with 17 courses. So still heaps of courses to see, heaps of value to see, but looking really strong there. Then we've got just ahead of it, the Red Off-Roader jumping again 8 places into the top 10. number of improved tracks here is 24 courses. Really massive kart. Both of these karts are really strong. I think the Red Vampire Flyer could overtake the Red Off-Roader, but we'll have to see how the Red Off-Roader keeps getting buffed, because Nintendo do show a lot of favor to those Red Off-Roaders, to all of the off-roaders in fact. All right, then we've got the Lightning Streamliner jumping up 1 place to number 6, and with its 28 courses there improved. Very nice. The Green Cat Cruiser dropping down 3 places to number 5 with 28 courses there. Tropical Truck holding steady at number 4 with 29 courses. Now, holding steady isn't a bad thing, of course, because it did get some nice buffs and it did get some good ranked usage. This tour, Tropical Truck, you have to get a buff to hold down your position in the rankings, and it definitely did. So Tropical Truck looking really nice. Then the Streetle jumped 7 places into number 3 with 22 courses. An insane amount of courses already, and it's also looking really strong. So we'll see how this one turns out. Maybe it won't get any buffs for a few tours. Maybe it will drop off. It's so hard to know. I would say be cautious because, of course, it's a small hitbox. Then we've got the insane Yellow Off-Roader jumping 6 places where it had fallen off in the last couple tours, all the way back to number 2 with 34 courses, only at level 3. Insane, guys, insane. Then our number 1 kart in the game, no change, the Shielded Speedster, 25 courses, looking really good, looking really nice. For those who invested, for those who have it at a high level, they are absolutely loving it right now. There it is, the top 10. So now we're going to go and look at a couple of these, really analyze their value, and then we're going to move on to the gliders. So first up, let's take a look at the Red Vampire Flyer. So as mentioned, it jumped up 8 places to number 8 in the ticket time rankings, hence why I wanted to take a look at it. It has those 15 retros, 3 nitros, and 122 courses left to see. So it got Bowser's Castle 3 RT, which is a really great ranked appearance in ranked week 1. Very nice. Not too many great karts on that course right now. Really nice. 5 overlaps with Gold Bullet Blaster, 5 with Red Off-Roader, Gold Trickster, Shielded Speedster. So these are probably the karts you want to look out for. It also has 4 with Lightning Streamliner and the Piranha Pipes, Tanuki Kart, and a few others. So these are the ones you want to look out for, but Red Vampire Flyer looking really nice. We'll see if it continues to get some good buffs or not. Now let's take a look at the Red Off-Roader. This one also jumped 8 places in the ticket time rankings to number 7. 18 retro courses, 7 nitros, 77 courses left to see, and it got again that Bowser's Castle 3 RT. It really seems like these ones get similar courses. There's 5 overlaps with the Red Vampire Fly, so I wouldn't recommend investing into these 2 karts. Definitely look at one. This one does have 7 overlaps with the Lightning Streamliner, 6 with the classic B-Dasher Mark II, 6 with the Flaming Speeder. So yeah, you have to invest into one of these karts within this kind of generation of karts that do offer overlap a lot. But Red Off-Roader, it's getting some of the right courses. It's one that I'm using in ranked for this course, and yeah, it's very nice. All right, that's the Red Off-Roader. Now let's look at the Streetle. This is a really interesting one, and it's tending to get courses which are a little bit different. So you can see it got the Sky Garden RT and the Baby Park RT. The problem being both coin box, one with a small lightweight coin boxes, so you don't necessarily want to get Baby Park RT if you're using Larry Wintertime. Now you're going, oh, what do I invest into? The Streetle, Larry Wintertime. Now I'm using a small, it's already a crazy course. You're going to pick up grand total of 3 coins out of a coin box with a small driver and a small hitbox on that crazy course. So this is of course important, right? These things. And if we look at the karts that make this one obsolete, you want to be looking at ones like the Gold Trickster, the Strawberry Soft Swerve, what else? The Red Vampire Flyer, the Cact B Tanuki Kart Vampire Flyer. These are the ones, Moo Moo Off-Roader, there's 2 overlaps there. So if you get the right kind of subset of courses, of coverage of karts, then you're not going to need the Streetle. All right, there it is. Those are our karts. Now we're going to take a look at the top 10 ticket time ranked gliders. Then we're going to finish out the video. Thank you for sticking with me, guys. Not long now. Make sure to hit the like button, hit subscribe. I hope you enjoy the content. Leave me some feedback below. All right, here we go. The top 10 gliders in the game right now. We've got the Green Cat Parafoil in number 10 up 2 places with 32 courses at level 3. Securia Origami Glider up 2 places again to number 9 with 34 improved tracks there. The Mint and Berry balloons down 5 places. Unfortunately, it did fall off a little bit against other ones like the 8-bit 1-up mushroom recently, and it's got 30 courses there at level 3. Tropical balloons down 3 places to number 7 with 30 courses there. Vanilla and chocolate balloons up 4 places to number 6 with 30 courses. And then the Mario's hat balloon jumping up 4 places as well there to number 5 with 27 courses. The Boo masks jumping up 2 places to number 4 with 26 courses. Wonderful Wings down 2 places there, but still holding pretty strong with its 40 courses, of course. And then we've got the 8-bit 1-up mushroom number 2 jumping up 3 places there this tour. Really nice with its 31 courses. And then our number 1 glider in the game right now, the Piranha Plant balloons, with 29 improved tracks. It's jumped up 1 place. Very, very nice, sitting in the number 1 position. Cool, so we're going to take a look at 2 gliders and then we're going to wrap up the video. So the first one is the vanilla and chocolate balloons. So a lot of the gliders were quite steady, and so we've already covered a lot of them in previous episodes. The vanilla and chocolate balloons, however, did jump up 4 places to number 6, so quite a large jump, sitting steady in that top 10, showing really strongly, and it got that Baby Park RT buff there in Ranked Week 2. Looking at its overlaps, you can see the list there. It has 7 overlaps with the tropical balloons, 6 with the cat parafoil, 6 with the green cat parafoil and the glittering parasol, and then 5 with the whole bunch there, including the wonderful wings and a few others too. So yeah, that's the vanilla and chocolate balloons. It's not the most meta glider. It does have a bit of overlap, but it's also a very, very nice glider. So it's given me quite a few decent courses. So yeah, vanilla and chocolate balloons, I really like this glider. Hopefully it continues to get good buffs and sit in that kind of topper echelon of the gliders in the game. Then our last glider I wanted to take a look at is the Mario's hat balloon. Again, one we don't talk about all the time, but this one also jumped up 4 places, which is very, very nice, to number 5 in the Ticket Time rankings. It has those 20 retro courses, 80 courses left to see, and this tour it got Piranha Plant Slide RT, which is the Ranked Week 2 buff there, SNES Mario Circuit 1 RT, which is not an ranked, it's just an ACR course, older course unfortunately, being kind of that Mario theme. Yeah, pretty nice glider. So unfortunately though, it does have 7 overlaps with the 8-bit 1-up mushroom, so it might not make sense to invest into if you're invested in this glider. Also the minted berry balloons, Sakura Origami and Origami have 6 overlaps, as well as a whole bunch with 5, including the wonderful wings. Now of course we know that gliders like the wonderful wings are everywhere because of the amount of courses that they've got, so this one will still have its value. With gliders you have to be a little less precious about getting overlap, as opposed to karts where overlap matters a lot, because you don't want to invest into 2 which have a lot of overlaps. Because gliders get so much more courses in total, it doesn't matter quite as much. Alright, that's my last spiel on the gliders. Let me know what you're investing into this tour. I know that I've been spending a lot of tickets in the last couple of tours, and the 8-bit 1-up mushroom, the Moo Moo Off-Roader, Larry Wintertime, Daisy Tidris, these are really awesome items which I'm hoping will carry my account. Let me know what you're investing into down below. Make sure to hit like if you liked it, sub if you loved it, and stay tuned for my teaser and trailer reaction to the trailer coming for the next tour in Mario Kart Tour. Stay tuned, guys. Thank you so much for the support. Take care. Bye-bye.